G'day everybody, where's Wally here? Well, it's fun watching Antonio flailing all over the place like a fish out of water. My favourite part was when he suggested that Robert Schwartz should get somebody to do a 24-hour video for him. Antonio, why do you even think that Robert has not even done this already? Is this being a little bit disingenuous of you to try and smear him somehow, or is this just your poor research skills? Well, I just had a look at Robert's channel and I've used pieces of his video already, and yes, he has a 24-hour sun video. And oops, sorry Antonio, you didn't research that very well, did you? Firstly, you don't need to do the 24-hour sun video in summer. It seems like Robert's found the best time to do it is around the equinox.
Now let me figure out what I'm doing. Who's an intelligent globeling that can argue for the globe? Now we're going to watch another of these. It's one of the luminaries of the globe. Where's Wally?
There's a pat on the head for you, Wally.
And there are lots, by the way, guys. I did actually queue up a whole series of centered star trails, centered in the frame. But it was too many tabs. I thought, no, forget it. If people are interested, they can go and do it themselves. If you zoom in on that bottom red line, and then you zoom in on the top red line, you'll see that the top red line is just a tad too short. If you look at those three and you measure the distance from the central point, which would be the center of the circle that Polaris would make, you'll see that those two are out of line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to print a whole bunch of them out, and I'm going to draw circles with a compass from one single point just to show the distortions. Okay, but let's listen to a genius here who then, the pièce de résistance, he then shows a central star trail from Antarctica centered in the frame, and that too has distortions. That's right.
Look, I'll even give you this other beautiful star trail. This one uses the persistent method, not the little short comet method, or the other one that I gave you, so that you really can go nuts hunting for anomalies in this lot. So it's like a full 24-hour, but all wrapped around in lots and lots of nice, beautiful little circles. So how about that one, Antonio?
Oh, winter. Oh, don't you know anyone who's there in the summer who could do a time lapse? Hey, can't you ask the guy who's there like all these 14 winters? Can't you ask him to ask his counterpart, whoever it is that replaces him, or just leave a note perhaps with there must be a relay. It can't be like everybody vacates on a completely, like, there must be a handover stage. In the handover stage, can't you ask your pal there to ask somebody, hey, here, I brought a camera, I've set it up, it's all great. I've got an EQ mount, and please film the 24-hour sun, you know, for those stupid flatties. How come that doesn't happen? Where's Wally?
And of course what Antonio didn't do, which I didn't even need to do, was to go and research Robert Schwartz's page and find out that he's already got plenty of 24-hour sun videos. So it seems Robert has done many of these, and you just really failed to research it or find it. The latest one that he has done is the time lapse, which he started on the 24th of February and ran until the 9th of March this year. And yes, that is 13 days all in a row of 24-hour sun. Oh dear, you only wanted 24-hour sun, so now you've got 312. What are you going to do with that? A little bit too much, Antonio? That kind of kills your flat earth so dead that there's no need for a coffin or nails. Wolfie, put them away. Actually, you know what, Antonio, we really should just forget photography in this. We should really do something even more precise, because, you know, I'm a scientist, don't know what you are, but let's try and do this even better. So why don't we get an EQ mount, you know, the thing that only has, you know, if we polar align it, well, then we only have one axis of rotation, and now you can actually track any star at all for hours and hours and hours. So every amateur astronomer knows this. So if you're really serious about this, why don't you get yourself an EQ mount and then set one up? And if you can find, or one of your flat earth numpties can find a star that you cannot track by using a one-axis EQ polar aligned mount, let us know. Wolfie will be glad to hear about that. Okay, well now we're going to award the Knodel Prize to Antonio. Well, the Knodel Prize is named after Bob Knodel, who attempted to disprove the Earth's spin by proving that it spins 15 degrees per hour. So in honour of doing exactly the opposite of what you want, we should award this one to Antonio for his services to the globe Earth community. What do you think of that, Antonio?
Now let me figure out what I'm doing.
My name while